Today I'm gonna talk about the 190 nominated visa. Actually, it is I'm talking about Victoria, so you can see here. And first of all, I want to show you that how many places that have been located for the Victoria. All total 1903,000 places and 491 2,000 places. So it is all seat that is given by the immigration to the Victoria state. And the other thing is that the further process that you have to be first you have to be eligible for 190 and visa. Then once you're eligible, then you have to come down the process. The Once you're eligible for 190, then you have to submit your EOI. I already made one video for EOI, how to submit EOI. You can see that video. And then ROI, some state need ROI, like New South Wales doesn't need to fill in ROI, but Victoria, you have to submit your ROI as well. Then the once you're invited, you have to submit all the documents, that is you claim the point and other qualification assessment, everything. And within the like 20 days you will get invited. If you're claiming point and claiming points, everything is as expected, as requirement is satisfied, what you submitted your file is all legal document, and it's all also the claiming point are well sound in your documents. Then the my final thing is you have to submit your invitation to the immigration for 190 within 2 months or 60 days. So I'm going to walk through the 190 visa, and then I will make another visa for 491 in next video. So it is given the minimum, the requirement what you meet up at the time of get invited in Victoria. First of the basic eligibility. If you don't have satisfied or subclass 190 skill visa, then you are no longer need to go process through the 190 visa for Victoria as well, and in any other state. What is the minimum requirement of 190? You can see here. The minimum requirement of 190 is here. You can see here. Um, First of all, there's one, two, three, four, five tabs. So eligibility is third tab. You just go through quick. Have the visa. If you are onshore, you have the visa. You have hold the visa. If you are onshore offshore, be invited to apply and be nominated. You also nominated your visa. So which state you are nominated. So right now we are going to Victoria. So your Victoria should be nominated you to invited to get invited, and you have suitable skill assessment. You need to which you have to get is eligible. Then the skill assessment, you have got a skill assessment from the your relevant assessing body, and you have to be at least 45 age. If you turn 45 after invitation is okay, but before invitation, if you already have 45 at the time of submit, if you have got if you are 45 at the time of submit, you will not you will not eligible. But if you turn of 45 at the time in after the invitation is okay. Before invitation it is not okay, but after invitation you don't need to worry. 65 point minimum. At the more you point, you will get more chances to get invited. Minimum level is competent English, but the more higher English, you are more likely to get invited. Meet the skill requirement, skill occupation, which are the skill occupation you have to see here. All the skill occupation your occupation is comes under this skill occupation list or not. You have to check down here. Yeah, all the list of skill occupations are here, and you just need to check out here. For example, for pharmacy technician. Okay, I put it here. See, hospital pharmacy STSL, so it is eligible for 190. Pharmacy technician 190 is eligible. Retail pharmacy is eligible. You have to check out here. Some subject or some occupation will not be eligible, so you have to be very careful about these things. Then you have to go back again while you go. Then the other thing is that move on meet the skill requirement, the meet health requirement. You have to meet up the minimum health requirement which they are asked to you. And police report, you have to clearance police report clearance, you also need to submit. If you have any debt to the Australian any organization, then you have to make a payment before lose the visa. You also have to sign the Australian value statement. You have to, agree to obey the rule and regulation which is asked by the Australian government. And if you are onshore, your visa have not been cancelled or refused while you are onshore. If you are offshore, it's okay. But if you are onshore and if your visa have been cancelled or refused, then you are no longer eligible to apply any skilled visa. So the next thing is that what is the basic eligibility for the Vic to get nominated in the Victorian. So as usual, as a UI, you have to be live Victorian overseas. The state thing is that if you are other state other than Victoria, then you are no longer eligible to apply. So you have to be living in and staying in the Victoria, and also commit to living and working in Victoria. But if you are overseas, it's okay. And you also need to submit registration of interest. Only UI is not well. Once you got UI submitted, then the next job is that you also need to submit ROI. You have to be under 45 years age before getting invited. After getting invited, it's okay. Minimum competent English, the higher English you score, the highest score, then you have more chance to get invited. Skill assessment with eligible occupation list, and minimum 60 point, the higher point, the more chance to get invited. So what you need to do? Yeah, how to apply? First, you check availability. I already show you the 190 eligibility criteria. Submit skill select. I already show you one video. You can search them, in the YouTube that I already make one video about how to submit skill select for UI and submit your ROI. I will make another video for, but I just want to see you where you need to go the for ROI submission. Just need to go to this portal. This is Victoria, where it is you can register here, and then this you register individual or as an agent. It is individual applicant. Then it is all the information. Once you submit it, then you again need to go inside into the this inside into once you log in into the this online form, then you will get you can choose 190 491 all information, and UI ID, everything you have to put in there, and you can submit. Then you have to wait in it. So it is then you will wait. It is valid up to 6 months. The other thing is that further it is a further eligible requirement. It is especially those who are overseas. They need to only their requirement is to commit and working Australia once they touch down the Victoria state, not Australia, at least 2 years. But while in the already Australia also, then they have to show two requirement. One is employment if they are claiming the earning. The other one is the residential requirement. For earning, there is no guarantee, how much minimum earning is needed, but salary market rate, they will check it out. The other thing is that the age is 45, already told in many times. And if you have a skill assessment and the English, minimum 12 weeks need to be remaining in your validity. If they are less than 12 weeks, then English language test and skill assessment you have to renew or retake the another exam, retake for English and renew for skill assessment. And employment, you always if you claim the earning, then it should not be the lower skill level. For example, the if you NSCO level 1 2 3 is valid if your occupation list is NSCO level 1 2 3, and if you claim the NSCO level 4 and 5, then it is ineligible. And if you have more than two job, you only claim one job which is highest salary. And if you work in the weekend and holiday, you only claim the normal per hours salary, not the that is the salary that comes for holiday and weekend. And there's many more things. So if you confuse and if you are just take it lightly and put any data, any earning, then it may refuse your the ROI. So please be confirmed. If you don't have an idea, then it's better to get a appointment to any your agent who you trust more. Then you can go do this. If you are overseas, then you don't need to get all these things. And thus you all know that minimum 65 point. If you get invited, you will get 5 point more. So 70 point you will get. But the more point you have, the more chances to get invited. This is minimum boundary area. So I already show you that when you submit a registration of interest for online form, and how to register for as an individual, and then you will get how to get in and log in there. I will make another video But right now I don't want to go back there again. And the submitting the application, once you have all the document, then you live in Melbourne portal where you have submitted. I already show you that. Again, I am going to land those page again. This is the page where you have to submit all these things. First you have to register, and then you can see individual and those things is here. You go back, and then the living Victoria, the minimum thing is that in passport and evidence of Victoria residence. And if you are already in the Victoria, living in Victoria, then bank statement, if you are claiming earning, then bank statement minimum 6 months, you have to minimum 6 months. If it, and the rental and lease agreement, utility bill, driver license, so it is not clearly mentioned that you have to live there 6 months. For who are living in Victoria, but it is asked here. That means if you are really in onshore and you wanna claim the Victoria to get invited, you want lodge RY, so you have to live there at least 6 months. You can, you get the idea from here. So how long do you have to? Can I get immediately right now and fill up the RY? If you are many students who are not getting RY from other state, can they go immediately right now and can fill up the ROI and get invited? No, you have minimum 6 month bank transaction is needed. So, and employment is good. That is minimum employment contract, pay slip, superannuation, letter of employment letter, many more things you can submit them. And so you, the more earning, the more chances to get invited. And the higher position like ENSCO level 1 is higher chances, ENSCO level 2 is like it goes, ENSCO level 3 is less chances, but it is not explicitly said, but it seems like that this. And the how long does it take? Actually, if they invited, then you have to submit all the document within 2 weeks. If you don't submit within 2 weeks, then you will miss this chance. So please don't skip out this opportunity. You always check the junk mail, where your invitation mail may be gone there. So if you just regularly check your junk mail, otherwise you may miss the opportunity. And if you submit all the document what they asked or request, then you find they will finalize within 20 business day. And if you have some problem or issue, like if you don't update and you are already because of age or something else, expiry date, if you have some issue in your the point you had claimed, then you can withdraw the your ROI before they finalize, and then you can again submit the new one. But if once they submitted, once they finalize, you cannot submit a new another 6 months. So you have to be careful. You can contact here or to withdraw and or talk with them. And so then once you get invited, you have to submit your ROI for immigration officer to get a visa 190. It should be done within a 60 days. So please don't miss out these days, otherwise it is no longer valid to apply this visa. There are many reasons you get refusal, it is given. So it is very important you to go word by word. Otherwise if you do this things, these mistakes, then your visa will be refused. Minimum eligibility requirements, sufficient evidence of the expression of interest, means some point maybe less, false or misleading information that the maybe employment is not genuine, it is just makeup. Overestimated earnings, sometimes people have more than two or more job and they may add up, they cannot add up all the job salary, even the salary is going to high. You only can take one job which has a highest salary, and you also cannot add up to like a holiday and like a weekend salary. And working employment is not validated, because if you have like a ESCO level 1 to 3, but if you submit the certificate 3 4 level like cleaning and other kind of certificates, nursing assistant nursing, then you are no longer eligible, your application will be refused. So, and your employer is, if you have an employee, if you online employing, because you are working online, actually you are living in Australia Victoria, but your job is other state, then you also not eligible, because it is not, you have to in person. Your job, you employ also need to be in the Victoria. Incorrect partner points, sometimes people put incorrect partner points. Modification of UI after invitation. If you modify after before invitation is good, but after modification is not validate. Expired skill assessment in English language test is all we know. So these are all things that what you need to careful. The last thing is that your nomination obligation, that when you sign declaration form, that you are obliged to send the fill in the survey, that they are sending your email regularly. It doesn't harm your cost your visa, but it is a good idea to fill in your survey what the question they ask. So they will just want to take a customer service feedback to get the better services. Thank you. If you really like this video, please subscribe, comment what you want to know more about other things like education, migration, and any visa. I'll make you. It is just general information. Please don't take it as a legal advice. Thank you.